Make sure to say
there
something
is a picture
smart.
and sound. Excellent, Will.
Ooh, good. Thank you, Will.
Video and audio is great. Oh, this music is so inspiring. Do you feel inspired?
No, I can't hear the music
Oh,
at all,
right.
Ben.
You can't hear the music.
Um,
Well, now we know.
this is why my soul will harbor much
Oh,
darkness today.
no.
Uh,
Oh, don't bring Kingdom Hearts into this.
Ben, let me tell you about Heartless. I know what they are. At one time, I knew what those little critters were, but I can't remember what the other ones are. There's the Heartless, and then there's the somethings without a body, but they have hearts. And then if the two things ever meet, they become like a person, and I think that's what a Sora is.
Yeah, that's probably right. I'm just turning up. Apparently, they can't hear the music. Oki and YH said cannot hear the music, so I'm turning it up a little.
Mm-hmm. You know, you can just be in the same world as me, a world of silence. The perfect.
Great. All right. They say they can hear it now, so excellent.
Oh, good.
All right, now I'm going to switch over our views to put us down in our little boxes.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before you do that,
okay.
Maybe
right.
we should explain, one, introduce ourselves. I know there's these
probably
lovely lower thirds. We should probably introduce ourselves and explain what we're doing today.
All right, so I am Ben, and I guess I'll be hosting this. And Matt here has, for some reason, agreed to keep me company. And what I did was made a bad bet, where I said that I didn't want to play this Balan Wonderworld game. And I didn't want to play it so bad that I was willing to pay money to not play it. But to make it more fun, I turned it into a fundraising challenge where if the lovely people in our Discord, bit.ly/hoppedupdiscord, could raise enough money, then I would in fact play this terrible, terrible game. And within an hour, they had raised enough money to force me to play this stupid game. And so then I said, there's no way they'll do it again. Double it. If you can get to double the money, we'll play for twice as long. And an hour later, they had raised double the money. So now we are going to be playing 12 hours of Balan Wonderworld. Evan says maybe throw the link in the About card. That's a good idea.
That is a really great idea. Maybe I, your co-pilot for today, can help out with that a little bit, because I have a stretch goal, I guess you could call it, to fulfill. So Balan Wonderworld is the game that will be played today. A bit of an infamous little piece of technology that you can play with, but most notably seems to have the absence of a traditional story in it. There's no dialogue. It's all kind of visuals, but it's very abstract nevertheless. Apparently, the story exists inside the official novelization of the game. And I've brought that. I gotta remember I'm a square, not a rectangle today. I brought the official novelization of the game today, and I'm gonna read it to Ben so that he understands what's going on.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna understand it otherwise. It looks like a mess. Evan also says the little descriptions. Only you are flagged as on stream right now. So if you get into the Twitch channel and update that stuff.
Look at me. I'm going to go do that now. I'm going to log
tag
in.
me as on stream as well.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then at one point, we're going to have to add Dylan into that.
Yeah. I
wouldn't believe how short he is.
Twitch. Yeah, exactly. If you haven't logged into the Twitch in a while, you will need to grab the password from the drive.
I'm going to log in with a new browser here, so yeah.
You will need it anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Look, I can do this technology. Ben, speaking of technology, we're live on the internet right now. Maybe
we are.
Maybe it might be time to get this very slow-moving express train going.
Yeah, this is like what do they call it? Slow TV? I think the Norwegians made it popular with the video of that train that it's a real-time video of a 12-hour train or something. This is Slow TV Balan Wonderworld edition. I'm going to try and switch this stream thing here.
I think they're just called Let's Plays.
It looked like it worked. It looked
Did it work?
for me as if we have switched to the business mode where
We're all business now. Look at that. Look at that.
So, however, I don't know if this just is unplugged. Let me check. My controller doesn't appear to be working.
That's bad. That's a bad start, Ben. We're not even out of the gate. Somebody send help. Can somebody Amazon gift Ben a controller with Prime so that it gets there possibly before the stream ends?
I mean, if I have to, I'll play this thing with a mouse and keyboard because fuck it, why not? It's already going to be terrible.
Don't harm yourself.
But let me just go check that this is plugged in on the other end.
Well, I'll wait to administrate the Twitch channel. Uh-oh. There we go. Mute that. I don't want to have double audio. Hey, folks who are in the chat. Hey, thanks for joining so early in the morning over here on the East Coast by the water. It's 9 a.m. I woke up at 5:30. Busy morning. And I'm just having my first cup of coffee today. And this will not be the last one. It's a delicious little dark roast that has quite a bit of a char to it. So I try to use, the lower end of the bean, like the smaller amount of beans, just so I'm not overpowered by basically burnt beans. I do like a nice dark roast though. It's always hard to find like the right balance between like the actual natural flavor of the beans and like the char. You want a good blend of those. Anyway, how's everyone doing this morning? Who's out there? Write in the chat. Let me know. Let us have a very asynchronous conversation while Ben finds his controller. I hope he finds his controller because it's going to be hard to play this video game with his mouse and keyboard, I think. I don't know that platformers lend themselves very well to that kind of control scheme. Evan, I secretly hope he has to play with the mouse and keyboard as well. That would be a Balan Wonderworld miracle if he had to. You know what? I like this idea too, that make it a donation thing. $10 for 10 minutes of doing it on keyboard and mouse. I love it. You know what? Stretch goal. We get to $20 or something like that, let's say. It's got to play it on inverted, because there's surely going to be an inverted mode on this. And nothing screams video game professionalism than playing on inverted mode. And I mean, there's nothing more professional than doing a live stream at 9 a.m. in the morning. You know, the good time to be doing it. Because that only means that it's going to go for a long time. It doesn't mean it's going to stop, like, soon or, like, in an hour or two. Those are the live streams that start at, like, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Those only go for, like, 2 hours. When their 9 a.m. starts, they're going to be long. And maybe piloted entirely by a single person who's talking to themselves in a chat. I don't know. I'm seeing that Ben is back in the background, thankfully, now that I've complained about being alone. And he's back. Ben? Welcome back to the fold, my child. Welcome back.
USB cord appears to be cooked, but I swapped it out for a different one, and I think this will work. The controller is lit up.
Ben, apparently you were gone so long, your game audio is dying, and I don't know what that means.
It's because the computer swapped the audio when I plugged in the controller because it has a speaker in it. So just give me a second.
It's decided that your controller is the speaker. Smart. This is a smart game and computer.
The controller is the primary audio output that I want, which is not correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can tell that we're professionals because of how much we've got our shit together.
I was not anticipating the controller of all things to be what would bite us in the ass.
Ben, what controller are you playing with today?
I'm playing with my brand new, I think it's called Cosmic Red PS5 controller, which goes well with all the red that we have going on here.
That's a nice looking controller. I bet Mr. Cray.Rose would use that controller himself to slay some Nordic beasts.
Maybe. Especially when Ragnarok hits, hopefully sometime in 2022.
I mean, Ben, if we're being honest, it's been Ragnarok since 20.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. We have controller inputs. They are moving the little cursor around.
That's a nice frame rate, despite this being a stream I'm watching on the internet. That's some smooth animation there, Balan Wonderworld. You're setting my expectations high already.
Are we ready to press the start button?
I guess we are. I mean, technically you pressed the start button before, and it's still recording and streaming, and we've got some people in the chat.
All right, let's go then.
Let's do it. Ben,
the new game is pressed. Oh, I wasn't ready for character creation.
Oh, okay. I'll start reading in a minute. We gotta figure out what you look like. This is a journey that I didn't know we were going on.
Am I Leo Craig or Emma Cole?
Well, okay. I'm pretty sure the main character of the book is Leo, Street Beat Leo, as he's known in some chapters. Right. So I think just so that people are the most in sync with what I'm saying and what's on screen, maybe go with Leo.
Okay. And what color would we like Leo's hair to be?
Well, you know what? I've established that he has to be Leo. You get to pick the color. You know what? Maybe I start reading, and maybe it'll be revealed to us. I'm gonna start my Audacity recording because, you know, if we're ever doing something stupid, it might as well be recorded. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Check.
Let's go with...
Oh, my Kindle's off.
The first suggestion from the chat was blonde, baby, so let's go blonde.
You know, going supersonic at the start. Love it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, Ben, we may have made a mistake already. According to the picture of him on my black and white Kindle, I think he might be a redhead.
Oh, well...
This is considered a non-canon run, then.
He's like Evan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it looks exactly like Evan, actually.
Yeah.
That's incredible. You know, Evan also known as a dancer, too. Man, this is... Ben, I didn't know how hard it's going to be to... Is he wearing
AirPods?
AirPods?
Not watch. Yeah, he's got the AirPods in. He can't hear us at all.
Street Beat Leo, don't walk into the traffic. Careful. You almost got hit by the basketball. This is very weird looking. I need to focus.
That building is not made of straight lines. It was a little wiggly woogly.
All right, let me get to the first page here. It's a lot of pictures.
Square Enix.
All right, Ben. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reading, and then I'm gonna have to take breaks every once in a while. So we'll figure that out. But if I'm ever annoying you or too distracting, pulling your attention away from the game, just let me know. The Balan Theater appears out of nowhere. Everyone visits this strange playhouse once or twice over the course of their life, and everyone meets Balan, the mysterious maestro with a smile like a shared secret. Even you, though you wouldn't remember. No one does. The beginning. Out on the street, the dancers work through their routine, perfectly in sync thanks to their long days of practice. Every move met with cheers from the gallery. Past this spectacle went a young boy. "Hey, Leo," called one of the performers. "Come dance with us." It wasn't the first time the dancers had tried, and failed, to get the boy to join in. He ignored this invitation, as he had ignored all the rest, and walked by the dancers without so much as a glance. For a street troupe, the dancers were surprisingly good, but to the boy, they were no better than amateurs. He kept his eyes downcast and walked. Last night, the skies had been filled with shooting stars, dubbed the Eltrandos, Eltrandos, Eltrandos. We're gonna go with Eltrandos.
Eltrandos?
Eltrandos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dubbed the Eltrandos, everyone in this town had oohed and awed up at the storm of meteors filling the night. Everyone, that is, except the boy, who walked with his eyes downcast then as he did now. He didn't understand why everyone was making such a fuss over something as mundane as rocks. The boy's gaze shot up to an alley he had passed and ignored hundreds of times. Something about it called to him. He turned down the alley. After a couple of steps, he saw something sorry, he saw some sort of light up ahead. The boy knew this town like the back of his hand. Last time he checked, there hadn't been anything down that alley except a vacant lot. What a great screen.
Wow. Yep.
Shall I keep this audible.com thing going?
Yeah. Evan, how is the audio mix on the game audio versus Matt? Because for me, the game is deafening, but yeah, okay, I'll turn the game down a little bit.
You're telling me that people couldn't hear everything I was just reading? Come on.
Oh God, I need to.
I'll keep reading while you do this.
Yeah, I'll bring her down a little bit.
This is very meta. He kept going. Surprise stopped him in his tracks. The alley led to a strange building he had never seen before. It was a theater, and a huge one too. Yet he hadn't heard anything about its construction. Dozens of neon signs flashed on its facade, but he didn't see a single person inside or out. It felt like time itself had stopped. He peered through one of the windows. Unexpectedly, the front doors opened wide, as if an invitation. The boy felt hundreds of eyes on him, watching, waiting. But when he looked around, there was no one there. He hesitated for a moment, then relented to the invisible force coaxing him inside. The doors closed slowly behind him, and the boy vanished from the world.
I just walked through a door and vanished from this hub world. We're going into Farmer Joe Land or something.
Perfect sync. The boy set his music
the frame
player
rate is already tanking. Amazing.
on the game or the street.
Yeah.
Wow, that's by farm.
Oh, it's
Well.
a castle now. Well, you know what they say, a man's farm is his castle.
Home and hearth.
Oh God.
The boys.
Yep. Oh, the frames. I'm loving it. I'm loving this head.
And that might
torso
be your
that I'm getting.
computer.
I really hope not. Oh, I wonder if it's auto trying to run at 4K. That'll fuck me up here. Let me.
Yeah, you better fix that.
check
Here,
the
let me
settings. Oh,
let me
well,
keep reading.
How do I get to the settings? Is settings even an option? I wonder. Oh, there we go. Settings.
The boy set his music player on the sidewalk and switched it on. An up-tempo song began to play, and his body moved to the rhythm.
God.
For a long time, he danced. He wanted to move like no one ever had before, to accomplish acrobatic feats no one else could. Beautiful downtown was his stage. A plethora of stores took up the first floors and the 40-story brick buildings, but there wasn't even so much as a window shopper in sight. There was only the boy.
Christ.
What?
I can't.
Oh.
I can't like adjust the. There's no way to adjust the resolution when it's in full screen. It just is max resolution. So
you're gonna have to window it.
yeah, I'm gonna have to window it and then just fix it on the stream.
Oh, you know what? Hey, Ben, we got a lot of time. We're gonna be here for a while. There was only the boy, dancing where he had always danced in this world. In Wonderland, where you could dance and never tire and never get sleepy. The boy had lost track of how many hours, or days,
No, I can't.
years?
Can
he had been dancing.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, hold on.
Ben, that looks worse.
It looks well. Yeah, it's broken in the stream, but I can see more than a pinprick on my monitor now. So
Okay,
let
that's
me
good.
adjust the size of it here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial audiobook recording is not going to be edited at all.
It's gonna have
FYI.
technical difficulties, just like this.
Oh, no, it won't have any technical difficulties because my recordings will be fine. There'll just be massive gaps where Ben is complaining and I'm listening, supporting him through this trying time. So, you're welcome for this unofficial audiobook that, I don't know where we're going to put it. Maybe we'll put it on our Patreon or something for people, we finally use that exclusivity thing or something, but whatever. Ben, You think you're almost ready to keep playing this dang video game?
Yeah, I'm just getting back to the game now. Resume.
Let's hope the frame rate's better.
It's better, but I think the game just sucks. But yeah, it's definitely less chuggy. Although the stream still looks pretty shit, but I'm not sure if that's fixable.
Well,
oh, believe
I'll
me,
keep
Evan,
reading.
it feels like he's running on ice too. Oh, now
Yeah.
I'm Incineroar. I like Incineroar.
there you go. Smash stuff. All right, I'm going to get back to reading because the audiobook mustn't stop unless I have to pee, which I might have to soon.
Oh god, okay.
At some point, he had noticed a shadow-like creature at his feet, staring right at him. Its black body bore some sort of strange patterning. Its legs and feet, though it looked unlike any animal the boy had ever seen. Sorry, it had legs and feet, though it looked unlike any animal the boy had ever seen. This one, beside him, was about the size of a large dog, though others loomed much taller than the boy. There were all sorts of these shadow beasts around. Everyone came in a particular shape, and they gave him an unsettled feeling if he looked at one long enough. But they never seemed to actually do anything, so he never paid them much mind. The boy stopped dancing and stared back at the shadow. Its attention turned...
Break things with this ability.
Yeah. Its attention turned to a shimmering drop on the sidewalk. It was a crystal about as big as a rugby ball, but the shadow stretched wide its maw and gulped the drop down in one bite. Drops were always showing up when you least expected them. There were red ones, yellow ones, and you couldn't ignore the violets. In fact, they came in every color of the rainbow, glittering something pretty. It wasn't any great loss for one to get swallowed up by a shadow. There were more where that one came from. Besides...
Got my first Balan statue.
Nice. Hopefully I'll get to that chapter soon. There were more where that one came from. Besides, beyond being shiny, the boy did not even know what the drops were. Nor did he particularly care. So long as he could keep dancing, he was satisfied. Still, though, he got to do what he wanted, when he wanted. A strange sort of unease would sometimes creep over him. He started dancing again to shake it off, but an image flashed through his mind, disrupting his focus. Huh? The vision shocked him out of the rhythm. His feet tangled, and he fell to the ground. What was that?
Oh no! I've been
His heart-
decostumed! How do I fight the
no.
monsters without a costume? Can I jump on them?
Get
Can't
those
jump.
drops before they eat them. There you go. His heart drummed wildly inside his chest. He drew a long, deep breath, trying to remember what he had seen. I think there was a girl? She might have been 13, maybe 14, right around his age. But he was certain they had never met. After all, there was no one else around. This was his stage, and his alone. Behind the girl, in his vision, had stood a strange, shadowed figure. Tall, face split, a large grin, and a top hat pulled down over his eyes. The boy was certain he had never met this man either. He had no idea who either of them were, but thinking about them made his heart start pounding in apprehension all over again. He shook his head, trying to clear the vision from his mind. I'm just imagining things. Yet, the uncomfortable tightness in his chest would not abate. He drew in a long breath. Someone called his name. He turned to look and saw a tall man dressed in a handsome white set of clothes and a billowing cloak. Lance. He would visit the boy's stage from time to time and always bore the same gentle smile. The shadows never spoke, meaning Lance, Wonderworld's maestro, as he put it, was the only person the boy could talk to. Lance flashed his usual smile and brushed his long silver hair out of his face. Well now, what ails, my poor chum? He asked. You're crouched here all alone, looking rather glum. Nothing. The boy stood glancing away. Lance spoke so kindly to him and always lent a hand when he needed it. The boy didn't want to bother him with something as lame as his imagination acting up. Are you sure? Lance leaned in close, his deep blue eyes searching the boy's. I was thinking this place could use a little something, he lied. For instance? Like some props for my routine. For some more acrobatic moves. In the streets? You know, like maybe fire hydrants or something. An idea most grand.
I've acquired my double jump.
Good. I'd say do it. This is, after all, your stage to command. Alter it however you see fit. You recall how I showed you the trick of it? The boy pointed to a street corner, envisioning what he had wanted in his mind. A second later, a fire hydrant sprang into existence. Something like this? He said. Lance smiled at him. Why stop there? Change this whole place if you like. Add your own flair. This is my Wonderworld, and here, on this stage, you call the shots.
No.
But should the need arise, ask for my aid with no second thoughts. For such a dear friend, both my hands I would gladly lend. With a slight flourish of his hand, Lance disappeared.
Oh no!
As soon as he was out of sight, the boy let out a sigh of relief. It was not that he disliked Lance. The boy appreciated his help. And Lance was the absolute nicest. It was just that he liked being alone better. It was easier to relax without other people around.
Oh, that's a hole.
The boy drew in another breath and started to dance. He would dance for as much as he wanted. He planted one hand on top of the new hydrant and swung himself into a handstand. I don't need anything else to be happy. Just this. Just dancing. Someone started clapping. The sound of it nearly startled the boy into tumbling off the hydrant. He steadied himself at the last minute and jumped gracefully back down to the street. Looking around, there, still clapping, stood a girl. She was around 10, with a bow in her turquoise hair, and wonder in the round eyes that stared at him. The boy's mouth fell open.
I found Balan.
I don't know, that might be Lance.
No, we saw Lance earlier. Oh, he disappeared me. Uh-oh.
My bad.
Something's happening.
It's a Balan bout.
Oh.
Evan, keep a running tally of Ben's deaths.
Tap A when Balan's shadow lines up with Balan. Oh god.
Good luck. Thankfully, I'm not doing these through the.
Oh yeah, excellent. I'm a god. All right, see if I can get the next one. Oh, mash A when lots of shadows appear. Uh-oh. Oh god, there's so many shadows. Did I do an excellent? I did an excellent job. I kicked that rock real good.
Why is the rock made of wicker?
What?
It's made of wicker.
I guess we're gonna punch this one.
I guess I'll find out when I get to this
Kamehameha,
part of the book.
bitch! I guess that was more like Big Bang Attack. Oh, we found the crystalline entity from season 1 of TNG. Oh no! I only got a great.
You idiot. You have to get excellence for the kids.
Oh, he winked at me.
Oh, that's weird.
150% energy!
Well, that's good. That's good.
Oh, I'm a Balan wannabe. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. That was my Steam trophy. Alright.
The boys... thank you. The boy's mouth fell open. Aside from the shadows and Lance's occasional visits, the boy had never seen anyone or anything else in here. Who are you? You mean... I gotta come up with another voice here. Oh boy. You mean you don't know from looking at me? The turquoise-haired girl tilted her head. I'm Clockwork Girl, kid. Nope, I'm
What?
Clock Tower Kid.
Okay.
You can't tell someone's name from just looking at them? Wait, which one is talking now? Because there's a period in the finish of the quotation marks, but then this sounds like it's coming out of the girls. All right, I'm just going to read it with no voices, and hopefully somebody can discern who's talking. You mean you don't know from looking at me? The turquoise hair girl tilted her head. I'm Clock Tower Kid. You can't tell someone's name from just looking at them. I assume the boy. Sure you can. Let's see. You're Street Beat, right? Not even close. Then what is your name? My name? Lance had only ever called him you. And without anyone else around, not having a proper name wasn't a big deal. He never even knew he had a name until Clock Tower Kid told him so. See, I knew it. You are Street Beat. That's what I'm calling you. Fine, said the boy, even though it had a kind of old-timey ring to it. He needed a name, so it might as well be that one. Clock Tower Kid held out her hand. The boy, called Street Beat, shook it. You could kiss the back of my hand if you wanted, like a knight. Why? You don't look like royalty. Her expression creased into a slight pout.
Is this a Kingdom Hearts? I found a heart, Matt.
Oh, nuts.
Oh,
you
no.
got the wrong game. What is it? What did you do? Why is that out of somebody's body? Oh, okay.
Apparently I found an egg. I have no memory of finding an egg.
That's how it goes. So,
Cool.
Clock Tower Kid, was it? Where'd you come from? My stage. You have a stage too? Of course I do. You really don't know anything, do you? Bet you don't even know what those are. She pointed to the shadow, which looked to be in the middle of snuffling along the ground for more drops to eat. Street Beat shook his head. They're called Nagati. You get them on your stage then? Yeah, they're all over, on everyone's stage. Wait, so there are more people? Why wouldn't there be? There are tons of people in Wonderworld, all living on their own stages. But everyone's super friendly, so we all play on each other's stages a lot. Street Beat couldn't believe it. Lance had never mentioned anything about that to him, not even once. I had no idea. Clock Tower Kid gave him a confused look. You've been in Wonderland this whole time and never once thought that there might be stages besides yours? She huffed. You must not be interested in other people, huh? He considered this for a moment, then nodded. I don't think I am. I'm happy dancing by myself. Really? But going to other stages and making new friends is so much fun. How do you even get to someone else's stage anyway? There are hidden passageways that connect them. I've been in Wonderland for forever, so I found a whole bunch of secrets like that. What do you mean forever? How long have you been here? Clock Tower Kid tilted her head ever so slightly to one side. Dunno. But quit asking me questions and show me around your stage already.
Okay, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Just look at this for a second. Do you see this giant obvious button?
Button thing, yeah?
It has an invisible wall over it. I can't jump on it. What?
Oh.
Like, something happened. We unlocked the Tower O' Tims. Where's Tim?
Get him on the call. Get Tim on the call here.
Oh, wait, sorry. We only unlocked the base. We're only halfway to the first section of the Tower O' Tims.
Ben, that's incredible. The game has decided that you're hard of seeing or something, so it's printed the number to the screen and put an object in the environment for you to... Just in case your attention was so wrapped up in this book that it's just numbers everywhere. It's just so you know that you're at... Like, what does that number mean? What is that?
It has something to do with how much I feed the Tims.
Is that the number of people closing the stream?
I don't know, but these little dudes want they want gems or something. So goodbye.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to the book.
Okay, I guess I gotta go to the next
Number
level
tick up.
now.
Wait, I'll get back to the book, but did you chuck him off the ledge and the number tick up? Like, is this the number of lost
No,
Tims?
I don't think it's that. I did that, but I don't think that's
More Tims for the furnace. Whew.
more Tims for the
Alright.
Tim God.
More Tims for the Tim throne. Alright, where was I? Street Beat took her on a tour. It didn't take long. His stage was only a few blocks, surrounded by an endless expanse of nothing. This place is teensy. It's plenty for dancing, if you say so. Anyway, want to check out my stage? And after that, I can introduce you to some others. Sure, I guess. It sounded like a pain in the butt, but he didn't really care about meeting other people.
No, don't do
But
that.
for so long, Street Beat had assumed his was the only stage in all of Wonderworld. Now that he knew different, he couldn't help but be a little curious. Cool! Then follow me! Clock Tower Kid took the lead down the street. So how are we leaving? Is there an underground tunnel or something? Clock Tower Kid shook her head.
Oh,
Nope! No
there's-
tunnels.
This world is shaped weird. Are you seeing this? It like gave me motion sickness immediately. Just walking towards
The
this
like
door.
inverse. Oh yeah, that's the reverse Animal Crossing.
Oh, what?
Ben, are you gonna be okay? It's like a wide-angle lens moving through.
Yeah.
Good luck, Ben. I'm glad that my pages
God.
aren't changing. Oh, you know what, Ben? You know what I think is actually the worst part right now? The fact that looked like a platforming ledge that you would fall off, but as you approached it, it filled in to be the level, and gave no very clear indication that that's what you were supposed to do. So enjoy jumping off ledges blindly, thinking that the floor will be under them.
Oh, this is just a jump with more steps.
Also, this game is clearly inspired by Mario, as indicated by the block question mark and the
Excuse
Wow.
you, that was a ball question mark.
oh, I'm sorry, you're right. Watch out for that Nagati pool.
Is that what it is called? A Nagati pool?
Well, the shadow creatures are called Nagati.
Oh. You're way ahead of me already.
No, somehow I think we are both in sync and not at all, because you haven't met Clock Tower
What's
Kid
this?
yet. Anyway.
I'm a footballer now.
Clock Tower Kid shook her head. Nope, no tunnels. It's all in how we
These
move.
Descriptions.
That's
Press A to really put your foot through the ball.
You're gonna have to buy a new ball if you do that. Oh, this is that Price is Right game. I love this one. Oh.
Oh.
What? Really put your foot through the ball, Ben.
I did.
You put your foot. You put the ball through the wall. That's not what you're supposed to do. It's not Wallen's Wonder Ball. Smoke him.
I
Yeah.
did.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. All right. Let's find out how you leave a world. You bring up the pause menu, Street Beat, and you hit quick game. It's as simple as that. Nope, no tunnels. It's all in how we move. That's the key to opening the invisible doors to other stages. First you walk straight ahead for 10 steps, then turn left for 8.
Oh, I
She
found a
crossed the
statue.
street and went down an alley, then vaulted herself over a squat wall. She was light and quick on her feet, so fast that Street Beat had to scramble to keep up. This way and that they zigged and zagged, and he did his best to remember all the turns. Clock Tower Kid leapt nimbly off of a wall. What are you? Some sort of cat? Don't! She shouted. She crouched down, trembling, and covered her ears.
Oh,
Don't say that! I'm not listening! She curled in on herself even more, shaking violently. Clock Tower Kid? Hey, are you okay? No matter how many times Street Beat called her name, she would not respond. I'm forgetting what you said, she mumbled at last, closing her eyes. Forget. Then, all forgot, and she said, and stood straight up. When she looked back at him, there was no trace of her earlier terror anywhere on her face. What's with you? Sorry. What's with you, Street Beat? You gotta keep up or it won't work. So she really had forgotten his cat comparison, and what hearing it had done to her. Street Beat had no clue what just happened, but Clock Tower Kid had started walking again, so he followed. Whatever the reason, hearing the word cat seemed to upset her, so he resolved not to say it in front of her again. They walked along the wall for a while before turning a corner, and as they did, the scenery changed. Where are we? Said Street Beat, amazed.
Oh, that must be a checkpoint.
There ought to have been a hamburger shop right in front of them, but instead, it was a place he had never seen before. My stage! Clock Tower Kid's chest puffed out in pride. We passed through the invisible walls between them. In front of them sprawled a huge pizza plaza. In front of them sprawled a huge plaza, in the middle of which stood a beautiful clock tower. Here and there, Street Beat could see Nagati. That much, at least, was just like his stage. Strolling along the street in front of the clock tower, there were people, though their bodies were partially see-through. Street Beat realized these insubstantial people must be of Clock Tower Kid's creation. And it wasn't just people walking around, but stuffed animals and dolls, too. Did you make all of this? Sure did, she said, nodding. I like all the hustle and bustle. Lance showed me how to do it. You want me to show you? Street Beat shook his head. I'm good. If you say so, said Clock Tower Kid. Clock Tower Kid did not seem convinced, but she let it go and began her tour of her stage. It was different from Street Beat's in every way imaginable, though he had to admit, it was beautiful. Clock Tower Kid had pulled out all the stops. Tied around the street lamps were bows of every color, and the benches had all had covers on them embroidered with cute designs.
We're on another dance break.
Ben, I have to say, I'm only a couple pages into this, and I don't like how... I mean, maybe it'll grow on me, and it's maybe smarter than I think, but I don't. I don't like how stage in the performance sense is being intrinsically tied to level stages in the game, and it feels like that's clever.
Oh, whew, still got my excellent.
Good job.
So is Clockwork Kid is a girl, right?
Yeah. Like
so she must be
girl.
Emma Cole then.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. So Evan in the chat, Street Beat is Leo, I believe. He's given a nickname by a character, so.
That's what I mean. Leo is Street Beat. That's his like Balan name or whatever, and her Balan name is Clockwork Kid or whatever the fuck.
We'll have to read more to find out, Ben. We'll have to read more to find out.
I missed my perfect.
It's too bad for you. Teddy bears and fuzzy mice and all kinds of stuffed animals sat on the benches, chattering away. Street Beat was not surprised to notice that there were no stuffed cats in sight. That's some character development right there. We're picking some things out. It was nice, but it wasn't the sort of stage he would have designed for himself. He sniffed the sweet-smelling air, feeling a little out of place. What do you think? It's something else, he demurred. If you want to go back to your stage, all you have to do is go down the path we used to come here, but backwards. For example, we went 10 forward and 8 to the right to get here, so you'll have to go 8 forward and 10 left. That makes no sense at all. Anyway, what a surprise to see. Taking field trips to other stages, are we? Called a voice behind them. Street Beat whirled and saw Lance. He hadn't even noticed the man's appearance. Lance flourished a hand in his usual graceful greeting and smiled. Fancy meeting you here. Am I in trouble? For some reason, Street Beat felt like he should have asked Lance's permission before going to someone else's stage, but Lance only shook his head. Perish the thought. When have I ever told you what you can or cannot? If you want to do something, do. Far be it from me to control you. Well, it's just, you never told me there were other stages. Lance gave a shrug. Simply knowledge you never sought. You preferred to be left to your stage. Your dancing, did you not? I want to just quickly rewrite that line real quick because there was a better one in my head. Simply knowledge you never sought. You preferred to be left on your stage to rot. All right. You didn't ask and I didn't tell. Lance glanced to Clock Tower Kid. I hope all here is well. Everything's great, she replied, smiling at him. Wonderful, splendid, fantastic, and grand. But should you need me, call my name, and I'll lend you a hand. Okay. Hey, how do you like my stage? It is more exquisite each time I visit. Lance smiled. He really looked like he meant it. I know, right? I mean, look at the teddy bear. Isn't it just the cutest? With a satisfied sigh, she pointed to one of the many stuffed animals seated upon the benches. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got a picture of Clock Tower Kid here. That is 100% not Emma Cole.
Oh, okay.
This is a much smaller creature with like Sharon Carter hair. No, not Sharon Carter. What's her name? Captain America's love interest.
Peggy Carter.
Peggy Carter. She's got like Peggy Carter hair on a like 8-year-old. All right, well that's the end of a chapter apparently. Or I'm gonna assume that the pictures are like chapter breaks, and this
We got a spooky monster.
You got a spooky monster. All right, I'm gonna pause my audio recording here. I'm gonna save it because we're gonna save these as actual things.
Oh, he makes tornadoes. But I make tornadoes too.
Gonna save this, and I'm gonna go get a little coffee.
This is a very tense battle. Oh, I smashed all his masks.
You smashed all of his masks. Well, why didn't you just ask? I could have done that for you in not 1, but 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna go refill my coffee, and I'm gonna get a lozenge because my throat is going to die at the end of this stream if I don't take care of it. So I'll be right back. Ben, take over. I'll be 30 seconds.
All right. Pounding pig. Oh no! I need a pounding pig. Fuck! How do I need a pounding pig so I can get that statue, but I lost it for this stupid Incineroar clone. Where's a pounding pig? Also, apparently this curvy world thing is like in game. Like I had to roll that boulder. Yes, Evan, you can only have 3. Because why could things be easy? Alright, there we go. I'm pounding pig now. Look at that rumpus. Oddly, the pounding pig might have the best run animation yet. With its tiny ass legs. Alright. Oh god, the camera. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Give me that statue. Alright, now I switch to the flower, and I grow tall like a flower. Haha. Yeah, Drake Dog, that sounds about right. Someone trying to make Mario World on acid. That sums this up.
We got our first casualty. Just poured coffee all over the stairs to the basement.
Excellent.
Mark it. Stairs are dead at less than an hour into the stream.
Ooh,
great.
I got up. That doesn't seem like it should be allowed. Oh, but now I need... Oh, wait. Is there something over here hidden? No.
Alright. Hey, folks. Just before I get started in the next chapter, how's everything going in the chat? Video good? Picture good? Sync good enough? Ben, your frame rate on the game looks much better now.
Yeah, I don't know what controls
did you turn off your torrents and your Windows update, and you turned off your McAfee virus scan?
I changed nothing.
Okay. Oh, that man disappeared.
Yep, he's a ghost, I think. Don't worry, I'm about to purify his heart.
It's just like Haunting of Hill House. You know, ghosts everywhere. Game's haunted. Video and sound look good. Air quotes. Other than that, the game's awful. I love the juxtaposition between. It looks great. It looks terrible.
Holy shit! Something's happening.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind. Nothing is happening.
Oh yeah. Hopefully I'll get to the part of the book quickly here that involves you completing a stage and the cutscene deciding to not finish in the middle of the ending there.
Oh, we have an actual cutscene.
Oh, crop circles.
Oh, never
wow,
mind. It's just a bunch of staged, non-moving things.
I think they're called pictures.
No, it's, what are they called? Not dioramas?
Sure. You know what? Let's find out about them in the book. I'm gonna take one little sip of coffee here first. Wow, Ben, that looks like a tank of gasoline you're drinking. Is that your Ben fuel?
It is, in fact, the Ben fuel.
Good. Well, all right. Am I recording my audiobook? Yes, I am. Maybe I'll chop the starts and ends. I don't know. It'll be hard to tell.
Oh, God. Something is happening. Tentacle Man.
It is so.
Oh,
it is
he touched him.
Oh, no.
And as soon as he touched him, he went Super Saiyan. Uh-oh.
It's in the lab. Yes, Evan, that's good. I like it. It is so. It is so. How I love watching your stage bloom and grow. Seeing you little ones happy brings me such joy to my heart. Though I am afraid it is now time for me to depart. I'm sure when I come to seal the site... I'm sure when next I come to seal the sights, you'll have created even more dazzling delights. With that, Lance spun gracefully on his heel and vanished. Do you like him? Asked Street Beat. Clock Tower Kid nodded. He's really nice. Handsome. Taught me how to change my stage and everything. So you're happy living here too then?
Smashed him in the balls. Amazing.
Huh? I mean, yeah, but, well, lately, Clock Tower Kid shook her head. Never mind, it's nothing. Street Beat could tell that she was hiding something, but he chose not to press the issue. He did not want to get involved in other people's problems. Besides, Street Beat had secrets of his own, like that strange vision he had. But he wasn't about to confide in something. But he wasn't about to confide something like that to a little kid. Wanting to change the subject, he pointed at one of the Nagati, picking up drops from the street. Your stage has them too. Just like you said. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I told
Automod
you-
did
oh.
something. I need to...
Oh no, what did Automod do?
Something Draydog said got held. I need to check.
GOY. I'll click it. I can fix it.
Oh, you can do it? Okay, you do it then.
Yeah. Watch out with that possibly charged language putting Game of the Year as an initialism. Apparently that's mean. Oh, Ben, look, you won.
Yes. Dance number. Woo!
Oh, Ben's having fun. Look at that. Ben, I think there are 12 bosses, so we're on track for beating the game in 12
Excellent.
hours. That's hilarious. Yes, the Automod knows that. No, hey. You know what? Automod can have my spot on Game of the Year this year. All right, where the hell was I?
Where the hell am I?
So you're happy living here too, then? Huh? I mean, yeah, but well, lately... Oh, wait, no, I moved back a page. Sorry. Audiobooks can be really funny. Your stage has them too, just like you said. I told you, every stage does. Oh, right, I was going to introduce you to some of the others. Come on! Clock Tower Kid started walking. Street Beat didn't really care about meeting other people, but he had no reasons to refuse the offer, either. Plus, he wanted to figure out what was causing him to feel strangely uneasy, and what that out-of-the-blue vision was all about. Who was that girl? And the tall man in the top hat? Still couldn't remember ever meeting either of them. Though, now that he had thought about it, the man in the top hat reminded him a bit of Lance. But Lance had always had a gentle smile on his face. The man in the top hat had almost been smirking. "Hey, come on!" Clock Tower Kid shouted as she rounded a corner. 2 or 3 turns later, the world changed around him. The world around him changed again. Pensive Period. How do you say that? P-E-I-R-R-O-T? The gem? Period? Pirate?
Peridot. That seems like the best way to say it.
There's no D.
Oh, then it's a different thing that I'm thinking of.
I'm going to put in the chat.
Draydog, this game came out in 2021. It is 6 months old.
Oh, wait. It's a mime? Uh-oh. Piro. Okay, I looked it up. Pensive Piro. They were in a giant amusement park. Street Beat could hear the jaunty marching tune playing somewhere in the distance. Whose stage is this? Pensive Perot's, said Clock Tower Kid. She took out a small mirror from her pocket, checking her hair with a slight blush on her face. I hope you like him, as much as I do. There were so many people here. Families with little kids in tow, lovey-dovey couples holding hands, probably all created by Pensive Perot. They all looked like they were having the time of their lives. But the air was buttery with the smell of fresh popcorn. How come it was easier to get here than when you brought me from my stage to yours? Probably because me and Pensive are friends. I had a real hard time finding the way to your stage. We're foreshadowing character arcs.
I don't believe you.
As she spoke, the aforementioned Perot came into sight. I knew it! I had you. Oh, this is a new voice. Honka honka. I knew it. I had a hunch you were here, Clock Tower Kid.
Oh my god.
I brought a new friend. Pensive
You hatched
Perot
these eggs by just running into them.
I brought a new friend. Pensive Perot removed his grinning clown mask, revealing a remarkably handsome young man. Hello, welcome to my amusement park. I'm Pensive Perot, and you must be Street Beat, am I right? Street Beat felt his jaw drop. How did you know my name? The clown inclined his head to one side and thought. Names are meant to be known, aren't they? Clock Tower Kid was the very first person I met here, and as soon as I saw her, I knew that's what she was called. I knew her name before I even knew I had a name of my own. Clock Tower Kid nodded. Yeah, and the first person I met was Checkered King. And we knew each other's names right away, too. They just sort of came to us. And I've been like that with everyone I've met since. Nothing out of the ordinary. If you say so. Something told Street Beat it was very out of the ordinary. But he didn't have any hard evidence to argue otherwise. In fact, he was starting to think that was just the way things worked around here. Well, said Pensive Perot, sweeping into a clownish bow, it's an absolute pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I do hope you enjoy yourself. You must ride the Ferris wheel first. You can take in the whole park from up there. As he spoke, he ushered them towards the towering structure. With a snap of his fingers, the ride crawled to a stop. The gondola door opened to reveal 2 small Nagati, perched on the bench, with a confused expression on their faces. Ah, my apologies. Pensive Perot picked up the Nagati and deposited them on the ground outside the gondola. After you! He motioned to the now vacant seat. Clock Tower Kid lifted the hem of her skirt and dipped into a quick curtsy before getting in, like a princess boarding a horse-drawn carriage. I would assume that a princess would have spat upon her servants and stepped on their clothes to avoid getting her own dress messy. So I don't know what this depiction of princessery is all about. I've got too much shit on me. Alright. Oops, I've advanced a page.
Oh, Jesus, this giant girl just staring me down here.
Street Beat and pensive Perot followed. The clown snapped his fingers again, and the Ferris wheel started moving. True to his word, you really could see the entire park from the top. Roller coasters twisted and looped and spiraled. Families and couples queued for a turn on the merry-go-round. Teacups twirled in a rainbow of ever-changing color. Street Beat had always written off amusement parks as a childish and silly. Sorry, he had always written them off as childish and silly, but looking at all this made him want to check out each and every other attraction. Even the one with the white-clad figures outside, beckoning passers-by into what Street Beat figured was a haunted house. I never get tired of coming up here, Clock Tower Kid. Sorry, I never get tired of coming up here, said Clock Tower Kid, rapture on her face as she gazed at the park below. I'm happy to hear that, Pensive Perot replied with a smile. Clock Tower Kid quickly turned her reddening face away. The sidewalks below were crowded with more than just park goers. There were Nagati too. It seemed like you could change every detail of your stage you wanted, except them.
I don't know where to go here, guys. I'm stuck.
Why are you a mushroom? Oh, that's creepy. Oh, ghost disappeared.
I thought I could swim through there, but I can't. Oh, maybe I can get over this with the bouncy rabbit. Huh?
Hope you can.
Nope. Oh, so close.
There are so many of them here.
Butt slammy can't.
Here and everywhere. I never paid them much mind before, but now I can't help but wonder, what's their deal? They don't ever seem to do anything but look for drops. Without warning, Pensive Perot started shaking. All the blood drained from his face. Pensive! Clock Tower Kid grabbed his sleeve. His eyes squinted shut, and for a little while he just shook and shook. Eventually, he opened his eyes. Bit by bit, his breath ragged. Who are they? He mumbled. Flashes of his own vision flitted through Street Beat's head. Pensive? You saw something. Someone just now, didn't you? So, you've seen them too? Street Beat nodded. Yeah, not too long ago. I got this vision. A grinning man in a top hat and a girl. That's them. Was it your first vision? Street Beat nodded. This was my second.
Ah.
But it wasn't just the man in the top hat and the girl. There was a woman with long silver hair too. I didn't get a good look at them, though. Everything was all fuzzy. Huh. Never saw a silver-haired woman. You didn't? Pensive Perot looked surprised to hear that. Ever since my first vision of her, I've had this sort of yearning. Like I want to be near her, but I can't close the distance between us. It makes me feel so very lonely. His eyes were fixed on something very far away. Clock Tower Kid tugged on his sleeve. You're not alone. You've got me. Seemingly flustered, the clown gave a quick nod. I know. I don't feel so lonely when you're around. But I've always wondered why everyone calls me Pensive Perot. Now I think it's because I'm always thinking about her. He let out a small sigh, even though I've never met her. A sorrowful look crossed Clock Tower Kid's face. Then you should just forget about her. The clown let the comment go by without a response. But what about you? He said to the girl. Have you seen anything? For a few moments, She did not answer. I'm calling that the end of chapter 2.
I legit am stuck. I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to go here.
Should have picked a platform to play that is linear and only has forward progress, man.
There's nowhere else here. It's this area, which is where I spawned. I can't go backwards. Oh, there's little gems here. Okay, cool.
I'm going to start double-digit numbering these because I assume that there will be at least 10 chapters to this book. I'll tell you what, the little pictures here are making sense now that they put in the book. I don't know that they really add much, but... All right. Oh, let's take a second here and evaluate what Ben's doing before I start the next chapter. Because I want to go spill more coffee on the stairs, I guess.
For fuck's sakes, are you kidding me? Oh!
And...
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that's a good start. I hope somebody was watching and saw that.
I was looking at it when that happened, Ben. I'm looking forward to when this game gets hard. and like, I'm looking forward to levels 10, 11, 12, when they really try to, like, mind bend, you know, the level design because they'll have different costumes and stuff. Anyway, you know, corners, they're tricky, right? If ever in doubt, do what Street Beat does. To change world, to make progress, 10 steps forward, 8 to the left. What's the music like? I want to hear the music for a second. I'm going to turn it on for like 3 seconds.
It's very Spyro. The music is by far the best part so far.
That's pleasant. There's a little, you know, doodling, little string stuff every once in a while there. That's nice. I like it. Hey, I dig it. You know what I dig more? Oh, you know what? I think if I had to guess, in this little novelization, I think Emma Cole is actually doing the adventure you're doing, probably. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this is actually, like, totally disconnected from the Balan world.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea. Hey, how are you enjoying the audiobook so far? Ben, any notes? Any comments?
I know that there's a person named Clockwork Kid. That's about it.
Okay. Well, let's keep reading.
One of you little buggers has an egg for me. Give it. Where'd it go?
All right. Chapter 3. Who the fuck is talking right now in this book?
Oh.
I've seen them, she said at last.
Okay.
That creeping, grinning man in the top hat. And the girl. She looked like she was the same age as you, Street Beat. Her name is Fighter. I've never said anything about her because I didn't want you to think that I was weird. Pensive. But there was a really scary creature, too. It was mostly in shadow, so I couldn't really tell what it was, except that it had pointy ears. Street Beat wondered if it had been a cat that she'd seen, but kept the thought to himself. He did not want to send her into another panic like before. So, it's not just me then. All three of us have had visions of the same grinning man and girl. It has to mean something. But what? And why are each of us seeing something slightly different? The silver-haired woman for me? The scary creature for Clock Tower Kid? Did you see anything else, Street Beat? Me? No, I didn't. But how many people are there in Wonderworld? People like us, I mean. Clock Tower Kid and I have met 12, including you. And there's signs of one other. But no one's ever been able to find their stage. Pensive Perot folded his arms over his chest. Something's up. Maybe I ought to talk to the others. That grinning man and the girl called Fighter could be dangerous. You shouldn't go alone, said Clock Tower Kid, grabbing the clown's sleeve. Yeah, you're right. I'd feel better if you were with me. At that, Clock Tower Kid's face turned red again. You coming, Street Beat? Street Beat didn't really care about meeting the others or seeing their stages. But he could not care if something was weird, if something weird was about to happen to Wonderworld. It would really suck if it got in the way of his dancing. Just when he had finally gotten into a good groove. Yeah, sure, I'm coming. So, where should we start? We're going to visit everyone. Could be kind of a pain at first. Pensive Perot put a finger... Oh, that was the... What? Are you talking to me?
Oh, no, it's time for my all-excellent run. Punching rocks real good.
Look at that. It might be Lance. Who's this? This is scary.
This is clearly the grinning man with the hat.
This is the grinning man with the hat.
Oh,
Do we know for sure that he's Balan? Like, we don't know. I think we're just assuming. Did you just kill Lance?
No, I threw a spirit bomb at a rock. I think.
Ooh, that's creepy. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Are we at the end of the game
nothing
already?
personnel, kid. Teleport behind you.
Why is this happening?
I found his hat, so we get a quick time event.
But why? Why is this not you?
Oh! Got him.
Oh, should try to run better. Zig and zag, crisscross. That's how you get away from the Balan alligator.
Woo! I got an excellent. Is that all excellence?
Might be. We're gonna see the death of Nalab.
He winked at me.
Hi, Nalab.
I did it.
You did it! Your reward? To keep playing the game.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Ben, look, you're on chapter 2 as well. That's great. I love it. All right. Where the hell was I in this book? So where should we start? If we're going to visit everyone, it could be kind of a pain. But first, Pensive Perot put a finger to Clock Tower Kid's mouth to stop her. Oh, I got the character wrong again.
Ooh.
So where should we start? If we're going to visit everyone, it could be kind of a pain. But first, Pensive Perot put a finger to Clock Tower Kid's mouth to stop her. Hold on. There's something Street Beat needs to take in for himself. Clock Tower Kid tilted her head at him. But understanding soon blossomed over the confusion on her face. Gotcha, she said, and started walking. Pensive Perot followed, keeping pace with her as they headed towards whatever destination he apparently had in mind. Street Beat hurried after them, but found himself glancing back over his shoulder as he went. He couldn't put a finger on it, but he had the oddest feeling that something was missing from Pensive's amusement park. It was quiet. That jaunting marching tune from earlier had stopped.
Those cornering animations are chef kiss.
Hey Ben, guess what?
What?
I'm gonna call this a new chapter.
Watch this. Watch how sharp this squid fish takes these corners. Are you watching?
Yeah, I'm looking.
All right, here goes. Watch this.
Wait, what?
Watch how fast it takes the corners in this like floaty thing. This is pop, pop, pop. It's so bad.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to observe like you on the ground running.
No,
but yeah,
no,
okay.
no.
No, hits the center of the object and turns. That's great. I love it.
Hard 90. Infinite acceleration.
Love it. I mean, it is Balan Wonderland, right? World. Balan chapter. Ben, you're going to love this. Hold on.
I used the useless power and I got a statue. Hell yeah.
Chapter 4. Scarecrow.
Oh.
The stage changed. The scent of soil permeated the air. In front of them stood a wooden arch, beyond which stretched nothing but corn and more corn. The verdant stalks looked too early to harvest. The Gati wove through the fields, picking up the drops scattered here on the ground, just like in Street Beat's stage. An old-fashioned farmhouse squatted in the middle of the fields. A middle-aged man in overalls and a straw hat in a rocking chair sat on the front porch. He must have noticed Street Beat and the others because he was waving. It's the farmer, Ben! We're on the farmer level! Now we can figure out what's going on. They waded through the sea of corn towards the farmhouse. Howdy, Clock Tower Kid, Pensive Perot, and... The man paused in his rocking, squinting at the boy. Street Beat, I reckon. Is there anyone who doesn't know my name? Why don't you try guessing his, said Pensive Perot, almost teasingly. Seriously? Street Beat didn't think it would work, but he decided to humor the clown anyway. He stared at the older man, long and hard. A name popped into his head. Scarecrow? You betcha. The man clapped his hand to Street Beat's shoulder. Hi, Scarecrow. How you been? Said Clock Tower Kid. A broad grin lit Scarecrow's face. Oh, fine. Fine, just fine. Thanks for asking. Whiling away at the hours, just staring at my fields. He motioned for them to have a seat on the other chairs on the porch, then got up and opened the front door. Coffee good for you, Pensive? And I've got plenty of milk for Clock Tower Kid. Scratch that. You go for tea when you're Scratch that. You go for tea when you two visit together. Ain't that right? I always have tea, Clock Tower Kid corrected, faintly glaring at the farmer, as if he let slip something he shouldn't have. Shucks, I plumb forgot, he said, scratching the back of his head. Pensive Perot chuckled. What'll it be for you, Street Beat? I'm good with whatever. Don't be shy now. I've got to make a good first impression. In that case, I'll have a ginger ale. I'm back in 2 shakes, said Scarecrow, disappearing inside. The three of them reclined on the porch. I like this stage. It's quiet. A clown can relax here. Yeah, it's nice, Street Beat nodded. His gaze wandered over to the sheds and the various farming equipment left out here and there. There was a windmill for pumping water, unmoving, while someone tinkered away with it. Everything left him feeling oddly wistful. Hope you're thirsty. Scarecrow reappeared with a tray bearing coffee, tea, and a glass of ginger ale. Make yourselves at home. The farmer eased himself back down into the rocking chair. So, he said to Street Beat, tell me about your stage. What'd you do to get up? What did you get up to over there? It's just a normal city street, full of shops and stuff. But I don't go shopping, I just dance. All the time? Golly, you kids sure have energy to spare. Me? I like to sit here on this rocking chair and look out at the fields, spending my days peaceful-like. Pensive Perot furrowed his brow. Are they peaceful? I only ask because, well, the three of us have been having these odd visions. Scarecrow's eyes shot up from his own coffee. From his expression, Street Beat could tell that he had seen something too. You mean you've seen the grinning man in the top hat and the girl called Fighter? Them dancing trees too? Pensive Perot tilted his head. Well, none of us have seen the trees. The other things were in our visions, but none of us have seen the trees. The only things our visions all have in common are Fighter and the grinning man. What else was in yours then?
This costume sucks.
I saw a woman with long silver hair, Clock Tower Kid. I saw a woman with long silver hair. Clock Tower Kid saw some sort of scary creature. Street Beat only saw Fighter and the man in the top hat. Dancing trees, you say? A frown dug deep in the trenches across Scarecrow's face. Them dancing trees. They want to take everything from me. 3 times I've seen them now, and every time they get close. Clock Tower Kid clasped her hands to her chest. What do you think it means? The farmer released a sigh. Beats me. Reckon I was imagining things, but if I ain't the only one seeing these visions. Yeah, I'm worried about them too. The three of us are going to pay everyone a visit and see if we can't find out anything else. Pensive Perot stood from his chair. Thanks for the coffee. Moseying on already, are ya? Scarecrow rubbed his hand along his jaw, deep in thought. Reckon you ought to head to Bugsy's stage next. It's the closest one to mine. That's the plan. Thanks for the lovely tea, Scarecrow. Thanks for the tea, Scarecrow, said Clock Tower Kid, curtsying. Scarecrow stood and waved as they waded away through the cornfields. Clock Tower Kid kept turning around to wave back until he disappeared from sight. So the stages aren't all just connected the same way? Nope. For whatever reason, some are easier to get to, depending on where you leave from. Like, it'd just be a pain to get to Pensive's stage from... Oh my god, my brain is melting. I'll tell you what, this is honestly the hardest part for me. I don't know who's ever talking sometimes. So I have to stop, read ahead, figure it out. Because you people demanded voices. So it also helps just split up who's talking in a dialogue scene. So the stages aren't just all connected the same way? Nope. For whatever reason, some stages are easier to get to, depending on where you leave from. Like, it'd be a pain to get to Pensive stage from here, but it's super easy to get to his from mine. Clock Tower Kid sounded pretty pleasant about that. 3 steps ahead, turn left for 7. Street Beat did his best to remember the way, but a niggling sensation in the back of his mind spoiled his concentration. Something bothered him about how Scarecrow said he spent all his time in his rocking chair.
Matthew, I have a question for you.
Couldn't put a finger on why. Yes.
Have you ever had a ball of your life? And have you ever wanted to hit that ball with a bat? Because that's what I'm doing. Press
Ben,
A
you're
at the right
you're living
time
my dream.
to bat the ball of your life.
Do it.
Okay, so I can sort of
nail Balan first thing. Just put that ball right through his stupid
What's the
skull.
right time?
I don't know.
Oh, I have
Anytime.
to press A to start it. Oh, here it comes.
Kill him. Smoke him. Ben, lower.
Hey, I got a home run. Guess that's the time of my
Clown
life.
survived.
Here he comes. Ooh, whap!
What? How do you even... What is this? What is happening here? What are you
I
doing?
don't know. I'm
Why did
batting
you
for the
do
ball of
soccer
my
thing?
life.
Is this part of the game?
Yes?
Do you do this in the level?
Yeah, I picked up it looks like a costume blob, and I picked it up, and then I was batting the ball of my life by pressing A at the right time. And now I'm a jellyfish again. You know.
I'm sure glad that they
Typical
took all the time to
Tuesday.
put that in the game and, and wrote this book instead of somehow combining the two. Oh! Get rid of those Nagati. Get rid of them.
What? Are they back?
Ooh. Your little... Well, the Tims, I guess they might have been.
Oh, did I fry one? They seem immune
I don't
to
know.
my lightning powers.
Kill them. Drop them off the ledge.
I can't. I
Pick
can
'em
only
up.
pick them up in the overworld.
Oh, that's a shame. Alright. I gotta keep reading this. Technically, I don't know if this is... I'm just gonna skip ahead for a second. I have a bad feeling, Ben. Oh, yeah. Do you want to know how this book is structured? We're gonna have a
Sure.
little chapter for every character. That we go meet them and probably gonna learn a new voice for Matthew to do. And we're gonna have a nothing burger scene that adds one thing to the visions of foreshadowing. And then everything's gonna go bad halfway through the book. And then we're gonna revisit everyone and play the game in the book. And then that'll be it. I don't want to keep reading this.
Oh, it's dance party time again.
Is it
Wait,
dance party?
No, dance party. It's punch Lloyd or Nalab or whatever his name
Nalab.
is. Although maybe he's not here, so I guess I'm punching rocks today. Oh,
You're
kicking
punching
rocks.
all day.
Oh, I did way too early. I only got a good.
All right. I'll read one more chapter, then I need to go get more coffee or water or snack or something. Bugsy. The stage changed again. They were in some sort of forest. The air didn't smell like farm soil anymore, but like leaves and tree bark. Trees of all shapes and sizes towered on every side of them, and at their feet blossomed beautiful flowers. Clock Tower Kid poked at an adorable little mushroom. Its umbrella-shaped cap deflated, as out from the folds puffed sweet-smelling spores. After a few seconds, the cap ballooned back out. Cool, huh? I call them aroma shrooms. They smell different depending on the color. She poked and prodded mushroom after mushroom. Curious, Street Beat tried poking one for himself. But before he could, a voice called out from behind them. He spun around and saw a girl about his age with a shy smile on her face. I need a new voice. Hi, Clock Tower Kid! I knew it was you as soon as I smelled the aroma shrooms.
The aroma shrooms?
Yeah.
What are those?
Good to see you too, Pensive. And the girl, Bugsy, fixed her eyes on Street Beat. Street Beat? Nice to meet you. Yeah, same. He gave her a quick dip of the head in greeting.
It did not work as I thought it would.
It warms the cockles to see you well, your bugsiness, said Pensive Perot, sweeping a bow that would put any court jester to shame. What do you think of my stage, Street Beat? Said Bugsy, stifling a giggle at the clown's antics. Street Beat cast his eyes around the forest. It was not densely wooded, so there was plenty of sunlight filtering in through the leaves. And, unsurprising for a stage belonging to a kid called Bugsy, the place was crawling with bugs. Beetles, ladybugs, ants, all of them as big as puppies. That's disgusting. Stay tuned for that one.
Oh, I fell.
And there were swarms of Nagati too, just like on every other stage. It's nice. I like bugs too. Bugsy grinned and took them on a tour. Grasshoppers, perhaps startled by the group's footfalls, leapt from their path. She showed them her favorite pond where the dragonflies, big enough for a person to ride on, glided gracefully across the surface. There were even spiders, which Street Beat expected most girls would loathe. Their lacy webs were not sticky at all, he found, but melted away like snow under his touch. The webs aren't for catching anything, explained Bugsy, eagerly. Here on my stage, I wanted all the bugs to live together in harmony. That would mean no one's anyone else's snack. Street, I like the manacles they have for this one.
My God.
What?
Oh, I just fought a mini boss that it was a nothing. To copy your expression, a nothing burger of a boss, where I just walked up to it and pressed A 3 times, and that was the fight. There was nothing to dodge. There was no it was just.
Then I fear I'm reading a nothing burger of a chapter, and we'll have another one after that. And I'm at the nothing burger buffet for a little bit here. We should just rename the Balan Gambit stream to the nothing burger stream. Don't worry, you can miss it. Nothing's happening. Speaking of which, we should probably, before I keep reading this chapter, well, the chapter's almost done. Let me finish, and then we're gonna pitch. We're gonna pitch people on where they can go to donate to help the kids. Just stuff.
Oh, fuck,
anyway,
I can't jump with this suit. Oh God.
Street Beat thought that was sweet, but something else was weighing on his mind. He expected no less from a girl called Bugsy to populate her stage with a bunch of, well, bugs. But there was one species missing. He had not seen a single butterfly since he arrived. His curiosity had ballooned since this realization, but something told him he shouldn't bring it up. I mean, what if Bugsy reacts to the word butterfly the same way that Clock Tower Kid reacted to cat? Pensive Perot and Clock Tower Kid had known her longer, so they probably knew the deal with Bugsy and butterflies.
Please be a jellyfish.
That would explain why they also refrained from commenting on it. I wonder if they think there's a word they shouldn't say around me too. But what would that word be? He wanted to ask about it, but something told him he shouldn't bring that up either. Instead, he asked if Bugsy had any visions featuring the grinning man and the girl called Fighter. The smile took flight from Bugsy's face. Yeah, I've seen them 3 times. I didn't mention it because I didn't want anyone thinking I was weird. Her eyes brushed timidly over each of them. Same reason you never said anything, right? Street Beat nodded. Was there something else you saw in your visions? A shiver rippled over her. There was this creature sort of snaking around. Like it was trying to find me. I was so scared it was going to eat me or something. Every time I have visions, it's closer. Sooner or later, it's gonna get me. I just know it. Bugsy trailed off. Something bad is happening in Wonderland, isn't it? Sorry.
Something bad is happening now.
Something bad is happening in Wonderland, isn't it? Said Clock Tower Kid. At her question, Pensive Perot let out a frustrated sigh. Or something bad is about to happen. Whatever's going on here, we need to find out more. You want to come with us, Bugsy? Please God, no, I don't want to keep doing this voice. Her hands clasped to her chest. Bugsy shook her head.
Oh no.
If something bad's gonna happen, I don't want to leave my stage.
Dolphin with its evil eyes.
Yes. I love it.
Oh my God,
she
she
broke
ripped
up.
up the picture of her and the dolphin. Friendship
Why
ended with dolphin.
Why did she break up with her dolphin boyfriend or
It knocked
whatever?
her air tank off.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. Bad dolphin. Bad Free Willy. No, Free Willy's not a dolphin. Bad Echo. Bad Echo the dolphin.
Bad flipper.
Bad Flipper, thank you. Evan, it is Wonder.
Oh God.
World.
It's Elvis Flipper. What do we got here? What is this?
All right,
Okay,
I'm gonna
I got
finish
the
this chapter.
jellyfish.
I understand. The clown gave her a reassuring smile. We'll let you know what we find out in the meantime.
Did I hit
If
you?
anything happens to your stage, you can take refuge in
no.
my amusement park. We'll figure this out, okay? The clown waved farewell, and off they went.
Oh, I did them back. I see.
Chapter 5. I'm going to copy the word Balan chapter, so I just have to type the letters. Or the numbers.
Okay, I guess that counts as a hit.
And I guess I should be keeping a notepad running of the voices so that I can presumably... Balan chapter.
What the fuck are those? Oh. Yeah.
Street beat.
I have defeated
Left
the dolphin.
side of mouth. Clock Tower Kid. Right side of mouth. Clown pensive Perot. Back and loud. Balan, or let's call it Lance. Fucking idiot. Scarecrow.
I think it's time for another dance number. Maybe.
Oh, did you beat another boss already?
Yeah, I just beat a scary killer
I haven't
whale
got to her
dolphin.
level, Ben.
Oh, it's a dramatic dance.
Are these bosses hard? Like, what's going on here? Are we
No.
gonna like beat the team before 12?
I mean, that's 2 down.
Huh. All right. Well,
The water was
I need
here.
to-
Or,
I need to
guess they're
crack open a
bubbles. I
snack.
guess we're underwater already. I don't know what these effects are.
water? Air. It's air.
I think they're bubbles because we're already underwater.
Wow, look at that. That's like the purple Sonic guy in the front row.
Yeah.
It's like that bad Sonic team with the Bumblebee and the armadillo and the
Is she gonna hook
crocodile.
up with her dolphin lover again?
Hey, I'm sorry I tried to drown.
Oh, look, his eyes aren't evil anymore.
Oh, they're sad. What do you think that dolphin's name is? Ben, I want you to put money down on the dolphin's name.
We're gonna call him.
Billy.
Billy. I was thinking a B name. Yeah, Billy works.
Billy the dolphin.
Oh, look
Slap.
at that! I got all 3 trophies.
Very
for
well
beating-
done, but I see there's a 17 out of 25 that you fucked up on. I know I was covering for you, literally, but all right. Well, I'm gonna go.
Eat
Ben.
my Tim Tims. Eat.
I'm gonna throw them off the level. Can you throw one off the level for me before I go get more coffee?
I can, but I feel like I might get. I don't know if it kills them or not. Hey, you come here. See if my 12 count goes down to 11. Yeet.
You eat them.
Nope. He's
Hey!
right there. It's all good.
Oh. Boo. Well, at least
I mean,
we're not
apparently
trying
I
to
need
kill-
these little fuckers for something. We're trying to jump to 420 jingle witzits or whatever.
So I'll tell you this. I'll tell you where I am in the book. This is interesting.
Oh, that one's giant.
I'm apparently 14% through the book. I'm on page 53 of 237. So we're clipping. This
Oh, yeah,
book will
you're
be done by
cruising.
6 p.m., I think. But the estimated read time left on it is apparently 1 minute left in the book. So it's been saying that forever. This Kindle's broken. I mean, maybe I've got 1 minute of patience left for the book, but certainly not 1 minute left because I can't read over 150 pages that fast.
Where'd the little bastard go? I need to throw
Right.
one of the little bastards at the big bastards.
Getting more coffee. I should just bring the Bodum down here. That's probably healthy. That's a good idea.
All right, big boy. Oh, I missed. Get back here, little one. Give me. Get in my arms. There, he wants to be fed. Apparently that's how they fuck. You just throw one into a fat one and they make a new one. Hey, big guy, come here. A little one for you. Now you make egg. Uh-oh.
All right, Ben, before I start reading again, we should probably tell viewers and listeners how they can donate and what we're doing.
Yes, we should. So if you're just tuning in now, this is our charity live stream. We're raising money for the IWK Children's Hospital in Halifax. I have foolishly agreed to play this very bad game for 12 whole hours to convince you to donate money to this wonderful charity for the hospital. The link is there on screen. Matt tells me that he has put a clickable link in the text on the Twitch page, but it is
I have done nothing of the sort.
Oh, you said you did. Matt or Evan said to put it in the description box at the very, very start, and you said that you would do that.
Sorry, there was a yes. Sorry, I'll do that now.
So while he does that, it's a small link. You can just type it in. It's bit.ly/Balan Gambit, BALAN Gambit. I don't know what this camera angle does. I'm just going to leave. That'll take you to our Extra Life page, and if you are so inclined, you can donate there and help support the kids. We are roughly a little less than 2 hours. We're supposed to start at 9:30 my time, and it's quarter after 11. But we had some technical difficulties with a borked USB cable that slowed us down a little bit. So we are just shy of 2 hours in. More than 10 hours to go. I have no idea how long this game is. I don't know how far in I am. I'm on stage 3-1.
Ben, you'll be happy to know that we are currently at $710
Oh, somebody
of
donated.
donations.
Hell yeah.
We had, let's see, who's most recently, who put that little extra pot of gold in the old pit of despair? Dre Dog donated this morning.
Excellent.
Thank you, Dre Dog.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, I'm editing this thing, so
Oh, we have a new suit ability. Oh, but I don't have a key.
on stream.
Oh, there's a key.
And
The lovely lantern. My videos and voice are out of sync. Specifically me? And is that a new thing?
hey, Evan, I'm talking right now as I try to fix and figure out how to put a link inside this little thingy down here. I don't know. Add text or panel. Here we go. I'm going to add a panel title. Donation link. Image links to description there. I don't know what this... Is this going to do it? I hope this does it.
All right. Well, if we are slightly off, I will just do a quick refresh on the stream. I want to make a separate video file anyway on the hardware recording side, so we will just do a quick refresh on our end. Be right back. Let's go over there.
I hope somebody smarter than me